Hello there, this is Mark. What's up? Today we have a nice lesson. Is it to or is it for? This is the most frequent question students ask when trying to figure out which preposition to choose. The most important thing, though, is to remember that we always use to plus a verb and for plus a noun. Let's look at two examples here. He read the newspaper to be informed about the current economic situation. He read the newspaper to be informed about the current economic situation. Now, let's look at the same sentence using for. He read the newspaper for the pleasure of being informed about the current economic situation. He read the newspaper for the pleasure of being informed about the current economic situation. Now, let's take a look at a list of the different cases we use to with. The first one we mentioned already, motive or reason. And right here we have the diagram that I prepared for you, and the example is the one that I gave you already at the beginning. So he read the newspaper to be informed about the current economic situation. Now, we use to also for destinations. So, obviously, we use it with the verb to go. And the example is, I'm going to New York on holiday this summer. So, remember destination and obviously the verb go to. So, the third case that we use to with is for distances. Like in the example, is 800 kilometers from Toronto to New York City. Then we have also to with the verb to give to show who the object goes to. So she gave a present to her son. She gave a present to her son. And finally, to show preference. So, they prefer dancing to playing cards. That's all for to. Now let's look at for. And we have in the diagram the first, motive and reason. The example was, he read the newspaper for the pleasure of being informed about the current economic situation. We also use for to show periods of time. And the example I wrote, he has been living in Rome for 14 years. So the duration here, for 14 years. So periods of time, duration. We use for also when we talk about timetables. And the example was, he gave me an appointment for October the 2nd at 5 p.m. Then for is also used to show the benefits of something. So doing sports is good for your health. We use also for when we want to offer help to someone. The example I wrote, could you just take this bag for me? So for me, for you, for him, etc. For me. Then the sixth case is if you want to show agreement with somebody, we say, for example, the president is for the maintenance of a safe environment for all. And finally, we use mostly for to show a function of something. But in this case, we add a verb with an ing form right after it. So the formula would be for plus verb plus ing. Like in the example, use a corkscrew for uncorking a bottle. Okay, so here we have the difference between for and to. So now let's just recap. The most important thing to remember is that we use to plus a verb and for plus a noun. We use both to and for motives or reasons. Just remember that after for we need a verb plus ing because the verb becomes a noun that way. So we can say, I use a book to learn English, and I use a book for learning English. It's the same thing. I also mentioned various cases for the use of to and for. If you don't remember them, I suggest watching the video again. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, obviously on YouTube, EnglishMarkNet. Please share my videos if you liked them. See you the next time. Take care. Bye-bye.